Sports, everybody. My name is James Cebulski. We are about to drop the puck on some 3-on-3 hockey. The officials there at center, and I think we are about to get this one underway. The Aces will look to go on the offensive as they win the opening draw. To the low slot. Big time stop.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice, is in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. Puts it on net. Too many bodies in the way. Pucker right and stick handling in his own zone. He grabs the puck here at the point. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Scores! The captain comes through! The Aces get one quickly here, and they're up early in the first.
That's so important when you're the away team that you don't come out flat. You get your lines into it right away, and they're rewarded with a goal in that first quarter of the period.
And now he moves it quickly to Slavkovsky. Handles the pass. Fires it. Blocked it. He may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great stretch shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Drives to the paint. Boom. Time. Glove save.
There's always certain players that know when something needs to happen in the game. Listen, they're trailing in this one, and you have to be aware of how you can ignite your team. Well, that is a huge hit, and you can see just in the response that it elicits from the bench.
Montreal's got the lead here in the first as they have been the more dominant team in the offensive area. Los Angeles has it in the defensive end. Oh, what a hit! He sacrificed his body to make the play.
You want to send a message to your opponent early in the game, and that early delivery of a bone-crushing hit, that does just that.
Montreal's got the puck along the wall. Love that hit. And that puck leaves the zone. He might have a step here. All alone. And he elects to explore his options. Fantastic save. Huge save on the play. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Absolutely incredible that he can extend himself like that, James, to be able to get onto that puck. Incredible save. They always say to be great, you have to get uncomfortable. Look at this last save. This looks uncomfortable. Stretching your body, finding a way to make yourself as big.
It's an electric night on the ice as two of the game's best collide. How about his last performance with a number of assists and takeaways? Jordan's offensive explosion was the talk of the league the other night. What's he got in store tonight? Two of the game's finest are ready to go, and we've got you covered tonight on EA Sports. Both teams seem ready, and they're about to drop the puck in this opening faceoff. And this one is officially underway with the puck dropping. Scoops up the puck now. Through center along the wing. Presses it in front. Scores! 3 is the magic number, and we're about to drop the puck on a little 3-on-3 action in EA Sports. Enough talk, enough hype. Let's do this. Your first period is set to go. The Night Rats win the draw, and they'll start on the attack. From his own end, he picks up the puck. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Passes it over. Taken by Giguère. Oh, what a save by Wagner.
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Tried to get 2-2 with it and loses possession. And offside, we'll get a reset here.
Wagner's found his rhythm here as we look at that last save. I mean, he has to be so on the mark right now, to position to be able to make it. His read is perfect. He's tracking well. I mean, you have to be quick and athletic to make that one.
Lots of time left in this period. Still no score in this one. Oilers won the draw in the neutral zone. Here's a shot. Denies him. He got on it. Cut into the slot. Oh, did he ever rock him in the open ice?
The cliche in hockey is you want to start the game hard and physical and really set the tone, and that's what he was doing right there.
Oilers got it from behind the net. Handles the pass from the right side. Here they are on the attack. Beautiful 360 with the puck. Oilers got it along the wall. Into the corner of the attacking area. Twists one. He scores!
Some goals have cat-like reflexes, and tonight he's just a little slower, James, to get across, and unfortunately it hits him. He doesn't get all of it, and it winds up in the back of the net.
Oilers got the opening goal in this game with Jess on the ice. Let's see how things change now, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. You get the first goal over halfway through the first period, and you want to find a way to continue that pace and dictate it further into the game.
Puck grabbed by Brock. The 67s have it now. Here's a short pass to Giguère. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Schwartz got it behind the net. Oilers gain possession along the boards. Saves by the check. Beats the goalie, but can't beat the post.
Oilers trying to push the play and extend their lead here, but they're out.
And he grabs the loose puck and he's in all alone. Oh, and he comes up clutch on the breakaway. Wow.
Well, goalies are always asking for breakaways after practice, right, James? For this very reason. They want to come up with the big save at the right time, and that's exactly what he does on this one-on-one battle.
being made here tonight in the EASHL. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports, their very first game in the league. Both teams lined up in the middle. We are ready to get things underway. The Nighthawks have won the draw, and we are now underway. Loose puck, and he's in all alone. He scores! Oh, wow, what a play!
Well, he uses his speed to break away from his opponent, then reads exactly what the goaltender is giving him to be able to convert. What a beautiful play.
The Icebreakers are off to about as perfect a start that you could ask for.
Anytime you're on the road in that pregame, right before you step on the ice, you're talking about dictating the pace, sending a message, and getting off to a hot start. You can't get off to a better one than that.
Takes a shot. Wagner's going to hang on for the whistle here. It's been a ho-hum night for him.
Well, it really has. He hasn't been tested, but it is a close game, and he's got to come up big. He has to stay dialed in and focused in this one.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. We got a 1-0 game to this point. And off the draw, they win possession. Here's a breakaway. Throw on their feet. Skates to the crease. Fantastic stick save by Lehman.
Well, goaltender has to be able to anticipate the play, and he does just that. Gets square to the shooter in the low slot and makes the save.
Grabs the puck at center. Just slide to the net. From the back of the cage with the puck. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck. And he coughs it up with the pass. What a great read breaking up the pass. Here he is in close. Slides it across. Scores. And they strike pay dirt once again.
Yeah, they do. And their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to continue with the pressure, be relentless, and try and get another one.
The Icebreakers have used their advantage in shots to take the lead here in the first. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. Quick pass to Koch. Nice zone entry from the middle. A chance! Oh, what a stop with the paddle!
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time, you want to take space. Goaltender does it, makes the save.
Oh, my! And that one's denied! From the right side, takes the pass. The Nighthawks pick up steam and are on the attack. Moves the puck. And that's off. Trying to shake the defender. Sends it over. Great save! Bukarts has it in the defensive end. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. The Icebreakers take possession in the defensive end. They clear the zone. The Icebreakers ready to go on the attack. Slides it quickly to Slapshot. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. And now he moves it to Koch. Along the half wall with the puck. And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck leaves the zone. From off the wall and onto a stick.
That's how you get north in a hurry. Fantastic stretch pass.
Dishes it off. The Nighthawks have it now. The Icebreakers have it from their own end. Great pressure forcing the turnover. The Icebreakers cross the line and gain the zone. And that's deflected. The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. Tries to feed it over to Bukarts. Fires it on net. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. All right, time to get a clean sheet of ice here as period number 1 comes to an end. As you heard the horn sound, we'll be back with much, much more as this is going to be a fun one. Well, a fun start to the night so far and still plenty of action as we get ready for period number 2. And with the puck dropped, we are now underway in period number 2. All right, Cheryl, let's get back to work here for a moment. We've already played a period in this one. What do you make of what you've seen?
The Nighthawks really need to clean up their business here, especially in transition. They're giving up way too many odd man rushes, and listen, they're capitalizing on it.
Oh, and that goes sideways.
Yeah, it's a tough look, James, and a missed opportunity. It's not often that you get in all alone. At the very least, you got to make the goaltender make a save.
Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one.
Well, the emotion elevates after a save like that, James, and even on replay, it's happening again for me. I mean, that was absolutely unbelievable. Everyone's standing on their feet. They cannot believe that he made that save.
And they win the draw in the offensive zone, and they go to work. Carries it across the line. Shot! Stick save, and I think that went off the shaft of his stick there. I can dig it. Wings the iron.
The Icebreakers are trying to put the game away, but unfortunately that one hits the post and comes out, and this is a tough one to take. You have the lead, you want to extend it, and you certainly don't want to give any life to your opponent.
Here's a chance. Feeds it across. The Nighthawks will take it behind the net. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Oh, that adds some hot sauce on that hit. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. Here's a backhander. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up.
Lehman's made a great save on that last play, taking away a high-danger chance because of his ability to anticipate and know where the shooter's coming from.
The Icebreakers continue to lead it here in the second period. They have been very active in the offensive zone tonight. And that's a great heads-up in the defensive zone to force the turnover. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Let's move to the middle, and he denies that great opportunity there. Picked up along the boards by Kutch. Oh, look at this chance. Risky play, but pokes it away. The Nighthawks will play it in their own end. Here's a chance, and that goes straight over the net.
And I'm not sure he had full control of that puck, James, because it elevated in a hurry.
Slapshot's got it in the defensive end. Slides it across.
Wow.
Scores! They strike again, and that's 3 unanswered goals.
Over and over and over again, James, and you can see the excitement on the bench. They know that they've deflated, and they pushed their opponent back on their heels. They need to keep plugging away here and not get complacent.
The Icebreakers still have a lot of time left in this game to even make this even more lopsided. But, Cheryl, late here in the second, they are dominant.
Well, it's pretty hard to believe that you start with the adrenaline running, you got the competitive juices flowing, and there is no lag in their play. It has been a consistent effort, and they simply have lit their opponent on fire.
More than half the period has expired. The Icebreakers have taken control of this one, now leading by 3. Koch has won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Moves inside! Scores! And look who's at it again!
Well, it's the second of the game. Too bad you can't bottle these games up and just recall them whenever you want because he's been all around the net.
The Icebreakers get a hold of the draw. Slapshot's got it in the defensive zone. The Icebreakers gain scores! And that's 3! It's a hat trick here on the road!
Well, old hat for him in a way because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot. Love the way he maneuvers in that low slot area. There's not a lot of space there, but he's able to shield, get that puck off on the backhand and put it in.
Moves into the slot! The Nighthawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Nice zone entry on the left side. Sends it across. Oh, he couldn't put it past. What a stop by Wagner.
When the puck's in the low slot,
He's got a step. He scores! Breakaway in the back of the net.
well, even as he was encroaching on the goaltender here, James, you knew that he had a ton of confidence, and he has got some resources. He's got a great skill set, and he buries it.
Koch has won the draw inside the neutral zone. They'll go to work offensively here. And that pass goes off a stick. It's a breakaway as he shakes the defender. Turns to the side on the breakaway. Ho, ho, ho.
You can tell that he didn't lose his cool with this one-on-one battle. Real quiet, feet in the crease, technical movements, and makes that huge save. Well, he gets away again, using his speed to get to open ice here, James. Multiple breakaway goals, and this one you'd think that the opponent would have an answer, but they don't right now. He really has those first three strikes.
All alone! There's the whistle as the puck goes into the back of the net, but I think they're going to call this off as the play was blown dead beforehand. All eyes here at center. Big save and breathe a sigh of relief. The Icebreakers have just absolutely dominated here. Look at the scoreboard. They've dominated in shots as well here late in the second. There's the buzzer bringing the second period to an end. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports. We've got a third period just around the corner. Minutes in the books. Big third period coming up for both teams, and we're ready to go. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the third. Let's see if anything changes. Scores! And he did it again! It's a night to remember! Wow!
Oh, he's having himself a game, isn't he, James? He's flying around the ice. I mean, if I'm the coach, I'm just telling his teammates, get him the puck. You don't get many odd man rushes throughout a game, James. You have to capitalize on your opportunity. I thought they executed perfectly. They didn't overpass. The right player took the right shot.
And they win that neutral zone draw. They've got numbers here. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Bukarts carries the puck in his own zone. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit. Breakaway. Makes a save.
Lehman's had a difficult time tonight, James. He's struggled in the net and the way he's handling the puck, but how about some help in front of him? I mean, his defense, the forwards, everyone, a collective unit that really hasn't been firing on all cylinders.
The sticks are taped, the jerseys are on, and there is no safety net. It is time to do it for real here in the EASHL. Yeah, you can just feel the buzz of this city all day long, and we are seconds away now for this opening faceoff. The Icebreakers win the opening faceoff, and we are underway with this one. Feeds it over. Moves it quickly over to McDavid. The Icebreakers have it from the corner. The Nighthawks have it against the wall. Here he comes, in on the breakaway! Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Wagner! Here's a shot, and that one's turned aside. Bukarts works the puck in his own zone. The Icebreakers played along the boards. Layman's opted to hang on to the puck for a faceoff. We're still in the early stages of this period. The game is still scoreless. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Passes it over. Slides it across. And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. Fake pass feed. Shot! And there's a glove save on the play. Oh, and a great hits up play to force the turnover by O'Hara. Handles it along the blue line. Makes the save. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. We've still got zeros on the board. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. The Nighthawks are across the line and into the offensive end. Shot! Oh, a clutch save!
Wagner's made himself look big on that save and almost made it look easy. That's a high shooting percentage shot because it's coming from a grade A scoring area.
Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Angles it over to O'Hara. Puck picked up in the open ice. Some great thievery in the open ice. There's the whistle. We're going to get ourselves the penalty shot here. He takes a deep breath at center ice. It's go time here. Well, that's a big no-no as the officials blow the play dead. Past the midway mark in this period. Still scoreless in this one. The Icebreakers win the draw. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Wagner! Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Jordan's got it now deep inside his own end. Stretch pass.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
And it's a quick pass to Jordan. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. McDavid's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. And that was stopped. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. McDavid's got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Avoids the defender. McDavid's going to play it against the half wall. Drives to the crease. Oh, how did that stay out?
Oh, I don't even know how he made that save, James. That was all but in the net and complete desperation and compete level to make that one.
Backhand attention. Scores! What a shot!
Well, good defense leads to offense, James, as they bend, but they do not break in their own coverage, and they're able to get the quick counter attack, speed through the neutral zone, and they're rewarded for their efforts in the offensive zone with a goal.
Getting into the later stages of this period, 1-0 to score. And a solid job tying up his opponents. Steps across the blue line. And we'll get a face-off after the offside call. The Nighthawks have been the better team so far in this first period. They've had multiple scoring opportunities, and as a result have the lead. And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. Quick feed to McDavid.
Bukarts is a competitive guy, and he wants to stay in the play here, James, but he is not 100%. He needs to make his way to the bench.
They've tied up! They've tied up with the goal!
Oh, that is huge, James. They were behind in this one, but they were always focused on the next step. And when you do that, you're able to look at what's ahead of you, not what's behind you. And they get the equalizer for their efforts.
The Nighthawks win the draw here in the neutral zone. Ahead of steam now towards the front. Takes the feed at the point. Well, there's the horn ending period number 1, but this one is far from over. Lots more action to go. Second period is just around the corner. Second period set to get underway. Been a fun one so far. Neither side giving an inch. Still tied here as we open things up in the second. All right, Cheryl, what's your interpretation of what you've seen from the first period of action?
The Icebreakers have had zero offensive production in this game. They've been on their heels, and really their opponent is taking it to them. The goaltender's been strong, and it's the reason this game is still tied.
From the point, looks to make something happen. Trying to shake loose. He scores! What a move! The Nighthawks are up by 1, and this is certainly a team that seems to play with more confidence when they're not chasing the game, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's always better to be when you're in front, James. I mean, you know that you have the lead. You have a little more confidence when the puck's on your stick, but there's a lot of runway left. They have to play with that confidence, but they have to manage the puck as well.
Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Moves it to McDavid. Takes the pass. O'Carroll's got the puck. Here's a chance. And that ricochets off a twig in front. And the puck departs the zone. O'Carroll's taking it from his own end. With possession along the wall. Nice block. Quick pass across to McDavid. Puck leaves the offensive end. They'll be forced to do it again. Tries to get it over to O'Hara. Puck clears the zone, and they'll be forced to regroup. Sends the pass over. Shot! Glorious stop by the goaltender. And a great save.
He does a great job being set to position here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to make that second save, James. But it's pure athleticism that gets the job done.
All hands on deck here as the extra attacker is now out. Look out. Penalty shot coming up after that whistle. And it's go time. Here's a shot. And he makes some pay as he scores on the penalty shot. The Nighthawks have added to their lead, and they're now up by 2, Cheryl.
They've had a fantastic game so far, James, and you want to be consistent. You want to find a way to close it out. The only way you do that is continue. Don't change the mindset. Continue to press, and don't get complacent.
He's got a little jump. He's in the clear. Stones him on the breakaway. O'Hara's got it in the defensive end. They've got numbers. The Nighthawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Here's a short pass to Jordan. Oh, wow! He might have a step here. He's in all alone. Oh, he can't pull the trigger on the play.
It's because he skated himself into no man's land, ran out of real estate, and gets nothing for it.
Think he'd like that one back. And we've got ourselves a penalty shot coming up here. McDavid's got the puck, and here he comes. Oh, and he locks it down on the penalty shot.
And the one word for the goaltender on this one is poise. Just looks real quiet in the net and calm, and that tells me that he was confident in this one-on-one battle, and record's going to show it right now because he's able to make that save.
Handles a great feed here in the neutral zone. Stopped by the goaltender. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Here in the later stages of this period, the Nighthawks have all the momentum right now, leading by 2. And nearing the final minute of the second. The Icebreakers pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. That's intercepted. Shakes off the coverage. Two periods down, one more to go. Both teams have time to get a refresh, and we'll be back for period number 3. I'm fired up. I know you're fired up for this too. Both teams seem fresh after that second intermission. We're ready to drop the puck on period number 3. All right, the puck is dropped on the third and final frame. All right, Cheryl, we played 2 periods in this one. Give the fans at home your take on what you've seen.
The Icebreakers have had a solid 40 minutes of play, and they haven't been rewarded in terms of the game score, James, but I do believe that they can get back in this game if they continue with the good habits. They've had a high percentage of possession in this game. They've dominated the play in the offensive zone. It's just a matter of translating it into offense.
Jordan's moving the puck through his own zone. Takes that pass back at the point. The Icebreakers look to start the transition game. Moves the puck along the half wall. Oh, pokes it away. Gutsy move, but it pays off. Trying to shake the defender. He's in. Oh, and I think he got confused what he was going to do there.
You can see him looking at the goaltender, whether he's going to shoot or deke, and while he's thinking, he's running out of real estate. Wagner's made an incredible save there. Not sure how he kept that out of the net. Just really athletic. I mean, you have to be acrobatic to be able to get to the top of your crease like that, but he read it perfectly to be able to make the save and keep it at bay.
And the puck leaves the zone. They'll be forced to regroup at center. There's the whistle, and here comes the penalty shot. McDavid's at center and ready to go. Quick shot! Scores! Oh, the excellence of execution. He was perfect on that.
Well, he knew what he was going to do, and I think so much of it comes down to confidence, not overthinking it, and when the time comes, just being patient enough to pull it off. This is a tough goal for the goaltender as he's all over the map here, swimming in his crease, can't find the puck, and the puck goes in.
Read it perfectly and breaks up the play. And tries to make a diagonal pass to McDavid. Here they come on the rush.
McDavid's able to corral that pass. He's got the puck on his stick. You know he's dangerous. He's got 2 in the game, and he's looking for another.
Oh, and a good textbook hit there. Lehman's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
More than half the frame has been played here. The Icebreakers have answered back in these last few minutes, but still need one more to even the score. McDavid's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Loses his check, and he's on a breakaway. And that's knocked away by McDavid. Picked off by O'Gara. Takes it out of the offensive zone and back to center. Jostled off the puck. Quick pass to Jordan. Here we go, one-man rush. Sends the puck across. The Icebreakers gain possession in their own end. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Takes the puck. From point blank. Oh, he got puddled by Wagner.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it. Well, this game looks like it's going right down to the wire, James, and one of the most important things to do now is make sure you make good blue line decisions.
Big time stop there. Picked up along the wall by McDavid. The Nighthawks grab possession with the puck. He's got a step. And there's the save. There's the whistle. It's a penalty shot. Here's his chance, one-on-one with the goalie. Shots it, hit the post.
And there's a lot of pressure on a penalty shot. You know what's in front of you. You can really give your team a lot of momentum and just didn't find the back of the net.
They win the draw and go on the attack. Hammers the one-timer. Oh, fantastic save. Lightning quick reflexes. Works it across to O'Gara. Less than 60 seconds to play in this tight one. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off. And he takes the dish. it is. Oh, glove save by Lehman.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Loose. Oh, what a defensive play. Slides it diagonally to McDavid. And that's off a stick. From the slot. There's a great glove save by Lehman. There it is. Final horn sounds. We are all over here with this one.
Well, not the glorious, heroic performance they were hoping for in their debut here in the EASHL, but, you know, it's going to take some time, but I like some elements out there.
Yeah, there's definitely elements out there, and I'm sure the coaches, upon watching video, will be able to show them some different moments within the game that they executed. But it's all about a collective effort. It's hard to build and layer on top of one another in your first game when you get